Preface of The American Housewife. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Judd Niven. The American Housewife by Anonymous. Preface. The writer does not deem any apology necessary for adding another to the long list of gastronomic works, provided she has accomplished the desirable object of producing a cookbook which shall commend itself to all persons of true taste, that is to say, those whose taste has not been vitiated by a mode of cooking contrary to her own. Although not a Ude or a Kitchener, she does profess to have sufficient knowledge of the culinary art, as practiced by good American cooks, to instruct those not versed in this truly interesting science. The inefficiency of most works of this kind are well known to all experienced housekeepers, they being generally a mere compilation of receipts by those who have no practical knowledge of the subject, and are consequently unable to judge of their correctness, or to give the necessary directions for putting the ingredients together in the right manner. A conviction that a good practical cookbook was much needed induced the writer to exert herself to supply the deficiency. She does not pretend to infallibility, but having taken a great deal of pains to have each receipt as correct and nice as possible, she trusts that they will generally give satisfaction. The mode of cooking is such as is generally practiced by good American housekeepers, and the receipts embrace all the various branches of the culinary science, from preparing the most simple vegetables or broths to making the most delicate cake, creams, sweetmeats, etc. The writer has endeavored to combine both economy and that which will be agreeable to the palate, but she has never suffered the former to supersede the latter. This book is intended for all classes of society, embracing receipts both for rich and plain cooking, and written in such a plain manner that the most unskilled need not err. Placed in the hands of any servant of common capacity who can read, it will set aside the necessity of those frequent applications for directions, with which the patience of housekeepers is often tried. The experienced cook may smile at the minuteness of the directions, but if she has witnessed as much good food spoiled by improper cooking as the writer of these receipts, she will not think she has been too explicit. In regard to the seasoning of food, it has been found impossible to give any exact rules, as so much depends upon the quality of the seasoning and food. The cook should be careful not to have the natural flavor of the food overpowered by the seasoning, and where a variety of spices are used, no one of them should predominate. Independent of the receipts for cookery, we have annexed a collection of miscellaneous receipts relative to housekeeping, which, together with the copious illustrations and directions for carving, we trust will render it of superior usefulness. In conclusion, the writer would give her sincere thanks to those of her friends who have kindly furnished her with their choice and valuable receipts, and to those into whose hands the book may fall, she would ask a fair trial of them before passing judgment. End of preface. Recording by Judd Niven. www.juddniven.com